Welcome back to another episode of Symphogear. I'm not sure exactly how this one's gonna go down with grand world orders and Illuminati and what looks to be more characters frozen in amber. All I can really tell is that there's probably going to be some decent music, and Hibiki's education is steadily going down the drain. So, what could possibly go wrong with that? Let's find out by strapping ourselves in and getting started. Okay, sudden back to film grain, stolen artworks, and well, I'm just guessing, and gold on a big ship. But what was with the time period costumes that I thought I saw on some of those people being pulled off the ship? Huh. Put that back in the coffin and send it deep underwater. We know what happens when you open things like that. Get a whole bunch of stands sooner or later. If it doesn't make a Dio reference, I'm going to be upset, but also... free. Learning to count with Symphogear. Now, I was going to make a comment about how I think this song goes compared to the others, but I actually can't remember them. I'm going to need to re-listen to them. But also, yeah, showing a little bit of montage training in the style of... well, almost. The style of all of them, of how they actually get down and fight. What was with Pegasus standing back there in the shadow? If this is kind of what I can be expecting, then we're ramping things up once again, and I'm all for that. Was that a repeater bow? Were the bolts actually moving, juttering up? I need to watch that again. Well, that was a shouteer kind of face just then. Oh yeah, forgot me to turn off his speakers. Yeah, a figure frozen in crystal. Are they wanting to awaken it, extract its power? What kind of thing are we looking at here? Good that they keep count at least. But yeah, seeing this entire segment again, just in case you forgot at the end of the last episode. Needing to... they've been deployed, they're facing enemies on a fantastical scale. So how long do they have? 2.5 minutes? Yeah, don't jeopardize their own tasks at hand. Just never got around to it. You see, I think it would be one of those ones where it might be high on the priority list, but also relative peace, maybe they didn't need it. And are they going to be putting down their ideals and wants for the world now, or is it just going to be being illuminated by the moon and... Oh, okay. Just show off immediately. You guys quite, even if it didn't do any damage, quite a spectacle. Ah yes, the ones who call on the noise, so you always know you're on the right side there. But saw blades and yo-yos, far too much time in Terraria. What kind of spirit and attacks are they going to need to win against a dragon entity like this? Kinda like the ebb and flow of this song. But what if it's different? Okay. Well, how many attempts do they get? Considering we know they're on a time limit here, I'd kind of hope that those two that are in the vehicle would be slowly backing off, you know, so they... Ooh. So they could retreat from the area. Oh, excuse me. Was that regenerating or... okay. Was it choosing a... kind of like Karumi, I'm thinking, from Data Life, kind of choosing a different place in time? Like, oh, not injured here. That's what I got from the many slices of it just now. Maybe don't be so so overconfident. Aha. When you just have to be cartoonishly evil. Yep, just sneak off. Since they're not a fighter or a Symphogear user or anything of their own, what's this resistance fighter gonna do? Did I read that right? Do I have to kill myself for a bad pun? I like they're both as composed as one another. But yeah, it just needs to retreat in the same manner. Now, what's... Did they recall it, or was it... Ah, okay. I was gonna... Is there a distance kind of necessary? Can't get too far back. They've got what they needed, I guess. Tiki. Okay. Really? In a tense situation, your weapon of choice, football. I mean, usually it would be, oh, what the fuck is that? Alright, press the button. Oh, everyone's just been dead. For some reason, he's giving me vibes of the kid from Metal Gear Revengeance. Yeah. Well, good thing it wasn't an immediate dustification, but... emergency amputation? Yes, her fault indeed, yes. I mean, she probably took the decision to separate it. But, you know, could have been worse. We could be sweeping him off the pavement. Do you think he's going to be booking any holiday now? It's like, yeah, that's enough for 1 week. But if what I was thinking was right, then not only do they have to a big all-out attack, destroy it in one hit, but also destroy it consecutively across all time. Well, no one expected it to figure it out immediately. There's always tomorrow. Now, get in the lab. Didn't expect this kind of mythical music to start playing up. It's always going back to Finney. Pirate Lord Finney, not that bad actually. And therefore it was all laid to rest right there. So that's why they had to sneak around in the shadows instead. Ah well, no big loss. Astronomical observation tool. What are we going to get? Some like stars are aligning bullshit? Apart from the ones they decide to oppress themselves. I see. So they've got plans that need to fair enough, need to get underway and protect their interests, but you know, they're allowed a little self-indulgence. So let's call it even. Parents for a leg. Might not be the right time to bring it up. I'm just angry for the sake of being angry because, you know, he's still injured. That's understandable, but this kind of internalized pain that's being caused is not really necessary. Yeah, it's become a little difficult. At least he won't be assaulting anyone with footballs again. Well, anytime soon, at least. That menace has been taken out. Is it going to... I mean, we didn't have the issue of time frames being brought up too much, but but is it going to be something we have to worry about for a while? Until we forget that, oh yeah, they can do a few minutes at a time. Good thing they don't have any airbound noise. More transformation sequences. Also, just for security's sake, I'd probably start the song before jumping out of the helicopter. A shining example of battle armor, I guess. That was the bit in the opening, wasn't it? That scene right there. Poor frog. Do they have the time to be standing around and joking? I'm guessing they are only playing around for the time being, but not if it can't be summoned. That works. I thought she's a bit too calm, considering... considering that she was bound just then. I see. All in various stages of... desync. Oh, granted, continue with the takeoff, because you're fucked anyway. Let's hope they've done the proper checks and didn't just immediately start getting on. Poor frog. I see, so we're going fair odds on both sides. Ah, even if they do take off, now with broken landing gear, it's going to be a little difficult. There was... Huh. I mean, they weren't exactly losing faith in themselves right there to need that pep talk, but the fact that she had, like, pontoons and that one was acting as front landing gear. Did they just, like, impromptu trebuchet that plane into the air? So... how's she getting on with that linker formula? Did she have a breakthrough just now? I mean, they don't even seem that even broke out in a sweat there. No, he got stage fright. No. Although a little less. Seems a little less stable than the one we saw before. For most people, yeah. Reason and logic be damned. Yeah, that's pretty much Hibiki's go-to, isn't it? I don't like it when characters go all squirmy like that. But yeah, if you don't give it a chance to heal up and regenerate... I wonder if it has a cooldown. Does she have to wait 24 hours before she can cool out the next one? But this isn't the first time we've seen a Symphogear ending with petals. Is it not? Can't remember, actually. Might be just me thinking of something else. Then again, it's common enough, it's probably true. Some interesting imagery. And how many terrible backstories and whatnot are going to be coming out because of it all. Of course, Finne being the force of nature that we know her as, and these ones were fighting against her. Surely there's some common ground. There always seems to be some power-starved old man at the centre of things that is conveniently being used by shadowy forces of much greater intellect and strength. But why does it always seem to fall back into like the Hanna-Barbera cartoonishly evil, oh, I'm gonna execute the civilians, ha ha ha, you have to let me go, twirl my mustache. But yeah, kind of like with other bits of Symphogear, there does seem to be some forced drama. Of course, I mean, kid or brother or whatever he is to a leg removed, it would definitely put a damper in his stride. But they know of the noise. They know what they're capable of. You even admitted it yourself. Yes, it was the best course of action, but I'm still angry, damn it. Sure. But still, a thank you might be in order, you know. Did save his life. Especially when their past and history is kind of intertwined like it is. But you know, Symphogear is good for quite a few things, but the music is definitely one of them because, well, if it didn't, I'd be concerned. But the fact that so many of the songs either seem so reminiscent of themselves and style. I mean, you can tell not just by the voice, but the song itself as to who is singing it. And we know the day that the music stops, the day there's no more enemies left to face. Whether they've got themselves off or they're all friends again, we don't know. We know which one Hibiki would like to root towards, though. But Giant regenerating snake dragons based off of ancient myths and legends. No real hassle to the power of punch. Just wait until she gets really angry. Then you know what she's capable of. Considering Hibiki just kind of launched herself in and charged straight through that thing. Sure, it wasn't completely formed yet, but still, when are the others going to have a growth spurt to kind of keep alongside? I don't want the others left in her dust. But considering we had a small glow around Maria, I'm guessing it's not going to be... We're not going to be waiting for far too long. But dismantling one shady dictatorship to another, how many more do these Illuminati ones have to run through? Of course, getting this Tiki up and running, and what, they're going to chisel them out of the crystal? But seeing that little flashback to the good old days of seafaring and lightning, having a group with a hooded, masked figure, was that the foretold Adam that got mentioned? Surely nothing nefarious there when you got to cover your face. But I see the story traits of friendship and doing everything you can for those that you care about are alive and strong, no matter what side of the conflict you're actually on. Of course, it'd be shown a little stronger on the side of the good that we are following. I don't know what else to really say, just the constant fear attacks of noise, seeing that most people kind of just get, poofed and evaporated immediately as soon as a noise touched them. But for named characters or anyone that gets a speaking role, they get a brief few seconds of pain and torment. But the real question is, how long is it going to be before he comes back with a fancy new robot leg? But starting off strong, many civilians displaced, several known entities injured, and a country uprooted and dishevelled. Just small things already. But if you've enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like on the video, a comment down below, consider subscribing to not miss out future episodes, but also joining onto my Discord for any notifications, memes, commentary, votes. That's a big one. You can find the link in the description. But for now, turn up your headphones and listen to some good music. But I hope to see you for the next one. If you want to help fight the evils of the world in a very exhausting fight that is sitting down and watching anime, consider joining onto my Patreon, because it helps us keep everything that we hold near and dear to our hearts safe, while not actually having to induce any physical exercise. And I'm all for that. So, to Sal, HSTR, Guado, Kite, Ultra Boring, Wolfie Sensei, Zug, and everyone else, I really do extend my heartfelt thanks. Because without you, I may have been dust a long time ago.